So let's quickly talk about weaving in ends as you go. Now, normally you would join up another ball the same way as I'm about to do, just kind of join it up as you go. But if you are knitting a blanket or an adult sweater or something where you know that you're going to be joining up a lot of yarn and you don't want to weave in all those ends, you can do it this way. So after I've joined my yarn, I want to take my end from my original ball and pinch it together with my working ball. I'm just going to wrap it around and knit 3 stitches. That should be good enough to lock it in. Drop my end and continue working with my new ball of yarn. I'm going to flip my work and keep knitting until I get to the point where I've joined those 2 bits of yarn. I'm going to knit my join stitch with my new ball of yarn, and I'm going to pick up that end that from my working ball of yarn. I'm going to pick up that other end that I haven't worked in yet, and I'm going to pinch it together, and I'm going to work the next 3 stitches. One more row just so you can see what it all looks like. And there you have it. Obviously, when you join 2 pieces of yarn, it's going to be a little bit thicker, but honestly, it isn't that noticeable. This is a really good skill for, like I said, if you're knitting large pieces of work like blankets or sweaters, or if you're knitting gloves with fingers. This is really good for knitting up the crotches of your fingers where you join up your yarn. If you pick them up and knit them like this, it'll close up your gaps, and it means that you don't have to go in and weave in all those ends in for your fingers. On the back, you'll have your little bits. You can trim them. You can weave them in if you really want to, but obviously that's redundant at this point. But your yarn's nicely locked in there, and you don't have to go back through and weave them all in the end. I hope that was helpful, and happy knitting!